worst destination
ever.
Not ever.
Well, you know what I mean. Ever on this.
It feels like our life is beginning all over again.
It does. How are you feeling right now, Brittany?
I'm very frustrated.
Hello!
Welcome to our brand new travel journal video series. We're Eric, Brittany, and Caspian Highland, and this is our very first travel journal entry. In this video, we're going to talk about our very first day as full-time overlanders. We're going to show you a little bit about our trip from Corpus Christi to Bastrop, Texas, and we're going to share a little bit about what it's like to do what we do full-time. These videos are where you'll get to know us best. Well, today is March 7th. We are starting a new chapter in our lives. We are full-time overlanders as of today, March 7th, 2021. So what that means is we live in a Jeep, as we've said before, and this is pretty exciting. How do you feel, Brittany?
We're on the road! Man, I feel so many things. I feel relieved. We've been working for months to get through all of our stuff and narrow down to what we need to live in a Jeep. And I worked all day yesterday, and midnight came and I was still running on adrenaline. I don't think we went to bed until at least 1 a.m. last night.
We have left Corpus Christi and we are headed towards Bastrop, which is what, about 45 minutes outside of Austin?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go see your friend Alyssa.
Yes, looking forward to it. We just need a place to pop the tent, and it'll be a quick evening. We're going to run into Austin in the morning. I have a doctor's appointment before we leave this area.
We need to stop by Just Jeeps and have them look at a few things on the Jeep. We'll probably get some footage of that as well. But we saw a small oil leak on the diff cover, on the front diff cover.
Right when we were leaving.
Right when we were leaving today, of course. And there's a little bolt loose on the roof rack. And I've got some sort of light coming on the dash about a gas cap thing.
Just a few little things.
This is the Jeep life. What do you want? But we are taking the back roads. The nice thing about being hourless, I was actually just talking to Brittany's dad at the restaurant where we were saying goodbye for now. And I told him it's so refreshing that we can literally go anywhere, stay as long as we want. It's the first time in our lives we've been able to do this. And it's been 10 years in the making. Like I don't want you to think we just woke up with the time, money, or inclination to be able to do this. This has been intentional, this process of getting to the point where we don't have to be online. We don't need an internet connection. We're just going where we want to go and traveling.
Yeah, it's new. It's all really new. And it's so cool that we've been traveling for more than 7 years now, and yet there's still new chapters to open. And we definitely believe in keeping things exciting for ourselves.
Yeah, living in the United States full-time in the Jeep is brand new to us. We've never done that before, but...
Yeah, not more than, maybe 2 weeks at a time?
Yeah,
Probably 1 week.
Right, we did a week or 2 weeks somewhere here and there, but we've never done it full-time. And that's what we're doing. We're doing that from now until June when we pick up our Jeep Gladiator. But then we're literally switching from one Jeep to another Jeep. We're not moving into a house. We're not getting a bigger vehicle. It's just going to be a different vehicle. So this is our life from here on out. Many years ago, I was involved in boxing promotions. And the very first fight that I ever did was in Victoria, Texas. And there was a former champion called Jose Luis Castillo who was fighting. And it was kind of a smaller fight, actually. But it was in Victoria, Texas. And while I was here, I ran across this place called Dairy Treat. And Dairy Treat is kind of like this little drive-in that's been there for years, and they make burgers and shakes and all this kind of stuff. But they make this thing called a root beer freeze that is so good. Yeah, and I guess Elvis ate there. That's like a thing.
Sure you didn't make that up?
No, I'm pretty sure that's like a real thing. We'll have to look it up.
If we find a cutout of Elvis at Dairy Treat, then I'll believe that he was there.
They might not have a cutout, but I think that's a thing. I think Elvis came through Victoria, Texas and ate at Dairy Treat, and that was like one of their claims to fame or something like that. I could be wrong. I could be making it up, but I don't think I am. So we'll check it out.
Your destination is on the right.
Here we are.
Is it root beer frosty?
Frosties, yes.
Yeah, what size do you have on those?
Oh, we only have a 16-ounce medium.
Okay, can I have one of those?
Anything else?
I seem to remember that years ago Elvis ate here, is that true?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
He totally did?
Yes.
That's so cool. What did he order?
I don't remember.
You don't know? Okay.
Remember? I don't know.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll take a medium root beer frosty. Thank you. So we got our root beer frosty, and yes, Elvis did actually eat here.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
So Brittany, it has been confirmed. Elvis entered this building. He did. I asked him. He totally ate here. Root beer frosty. What's the verdict? So good?
Come get you some.
But I have to pop the bubble.
Okay.
Pop, pop, pop.
Very important.
What do you think, Caspian?
I like it. Yeah.
So good?
Mommy, I'm trying to figure something out.
What are you trying to figure out, baby?
This.
What are you building?
Oh, you're gonna see.
Okay. All right, Caspian, what did you build?
A little scruffy made from a mold.
Oh, a Scruffy McFormer mobile. Very
Look,
cool.
he's sliding through the ice.
Whoa.
So we are just about to pull up to Alyssa's place.
Our first destination.
Ever. And,
Not
well,
ever.
you know what I mean. Ever on this.
It feels like our life is beginning all over again.
It does.
Mommy, can mommy be in this Suzanne's house?
It's not Suzanne, baby. Miss Suzanne lives in South Dakota. This is Miss Alyssa.
And Miss Suzanne, if you're watching this, he misses you, and obviously he still talks about you. So we have an amazing group of people that we've met over our many years of traveling, many of whom have offered us places to stay, whether it's parking in their backyard, in their front yard, or sometimes they even had a guest room for us to stay. And we've just been so fortunate to meet so many of you out on the road, and we're very thankful for our community.
So now tell the way, Scruffy.
Scruffy says I have to turn in 0.9 miles.
Daddy, do it, Daddy.
I will. We are going to go spend some time with our friends. Caspian's already playing with them. Tent itself is set up. The upstairs, it's the first time we're using that Hinman.
It feels like Christmas in our home on wheels. So when we first got this iCamper Sky Camp rooftop tent, the mattress was totally sufficient, but we're 2.5 years in now and it's not enough anymore. So had to get a mattress pad. This is the one we picked. It's the Big Agnes Hinman. And the reason we got it is because we have the Dream Island sleeping bag and this is the match. So I'm gonna get this open. Our hope is that once we deflate it, we won't have any trouble leaving it in the rooftop tent. That's the really important part.
You excited, Brittany?
I'm still in here. Whoa. All right. I have to figure this out. And it's supposed to be self-inflating, so you open up the valve and it starts letting air in and then you top it off. So we're just gonna leave it for a little while and see how it does.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We're just curious if this paper is enough kindling or if you want more tiny sticks.
Yeah, I think the paper's going to be good. I think what we need are actual big logs. So we should probably try and break this one. go.
Yeah, and look, you got it.
Got one piece. Ah, that's great. That's great.
Here's a bunch more.
Thank you. All right, that should be good for now.
And then we can put the big ones on.
Then we can start putting the big ones on, yeah.
Those are these.
That might be a little too big, but yeah, we can start. I'll make a little bit bigger one around these. About like that.
I like these little fires.
Mr. Zala make a good fire?
Thank you for making this fire.
My pleasure. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. It's not my pleasure. I'm awake.
Are you awake, Caspian? It's so dark I can't see anything at all in here, but we're awake. It's early in the morning. Good morning. Say good morning, Brittany.
Good morning.
It's just after 6 o'clock in the morning here, and we are awake. We're getting ready to pack up the rooftop tent and head into Austin, Texas.
It's a pretty short drive, baby, so I think I'm just gonna store your tray more out of the way, okay, baby?
Why?
I'm gonna put it right there. Is that okay, sweetie?
Is that the normal place?
Yeah, that's the normal place when you're not using it.
So this is our third attempt at closing the tent this morning. We slept with the Hinman sleeping pad, and we've never tried to store it in the rooftop tent. So this is the very first time we're doing that. And every time we've tried to close it, it is not closed, but we think we might have a solution. Brittany has tucked the sleeping pad behind the netting from Altitude Industries, and that's the dome section of the tent. So we're hopeful that this time the tent will actually close. If not, we're kind of at a loss and don't know what we'll do. Thankfully, we have a tent that opens up and closes fairly quickly, so even though it's been a pain to have to open it up 3 times to try and figure this out, it hasn't taken that long.
So I'm gonna try this again. So we're trying to store the tent with a sleeping pad in it, and we opened it up 3 different times, moving it around and seeing if it would close, but it wouldn't. So finally we took the pad out, tried to close it, and it wouldn't close, only to realize we left our pillows up there, which we can't leave our pillows. They're full-size pillows. Eric has like a memory foam and it's really big. So we took the pillows out, and now the mattress pad is back up, and we're gonna see if it will close.
No luck? That's as far as it goes, huh? Yeah, that's not going to work, Britt. All right, let's open it up one more time, take out the Hinman, and we'll figure it out later. This has never been an issue for us because we've never had a sleeping pad in the tent. So up until now, it was really easy to close our tent, but now we're trying to add this extra layer to the tent. All right, what just happened, Brittany?
Well, I think one of our hooks caught on something.
All right, so I'm gonna have to turn the camera off to kind of figure out what's going on and help Brittany out instead of filming. So here we go. How are you feeling right now, Brittany?
I'm very frustrated. This is what I was worried about with this pad. And I went on the iCamper Facebook group to see whether people close their tents with the pad in it, and they said yes, the air goes out while we close it. So maybe we don't have the valves in the right place. I don't know.
So Brittany, what just happened?
So I got out to close the gate at Alyssa's, and there was this farm dog. And he wasn't jumping on me, he was just like all around me. Well, I left the door open and I come back and this huge dog jumps into the Jeep. Like he almost went into the back seat. And of course he has like mud all over his feet, and so it was like an explosion of mud. And yeah, we should probably get on the road. It's the safest place to be. So our general route, which could be subject to change,
Will be subject to change.
yes, for the next couple of weeks, is that after our one night in the Austin area, we're going to the German town of Fredericksburg for 3 nights. And then after that, we're going to do the Texas Hill Country Overland route, about half of it.
Right, a part of it.
Because we're going west. So we're doing the part that's going to point us west. And we're going to spend a night in Mason, Texas, which is along that overland route, at Dos Rios RV Park. And it was recommended to us.
Right.
Specifically 2 tent sites on the river, and we snagged one of them. So
Right.
can't wait to
Excited about
see it and to share it with you. And then after that, we are headed west on I-10, which we're not super excited about because we've driven it so many times. But we are going to make tracks over the mountains to get to southern Arizona, where it's a little bit warmer. So we'll spend at least one night in Las Cruces. We have a restaurant we love in Las Cruces, and we have a BLM camping site in Las Cruces that we really love that's free. So I'm looking forward to that, even though it's probably going to be cold.
It's going to be a cold night.
But that's okay. We've done colds.
We've done cold.
And then we'll be in Arizona, and we can't wait.
If you are in southern Arizona, we're going to be in southern Arizona for a while. So if you are in southern Arizona, definitely let us know in the comments below. Hit us up in the comments, and we'd love to connect with you.